Hello friends, you are welcome to today's video. This is Benjamin from English Classes Online. Today we are going to look at nouns in English in continuation of our lesson on parts of speech. Now, if you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Click on the notification bell so that whenever new videos are uploaded, you will be instantly notified. Let's dive into the lesson without much ado. Today we are looking at nouns specifically. What is a noun? A noun names a person, thing, place, or idea in a sentence, and we want to look at how nouns are used, what they are, and the various subclasses of nouns. Of course, we are looking at all these as part of English grammar for beginners. And I believe that if you are part of this course, you will improve your grammar in the course of these lessons. So let's actually look at the various aspects of this lesson so that you will see how nouns can be used. How do we recognize nouns in sentences? We recognize nouns in sentences by bearing in mind that every word that names a person, place, thing, or idea is a noun. That's what we have to bear in mind. Let's look at a noun, referring to a person. Now look at this sentence. The teacher asked Jim to stand up. Here you can see two particular nouns. Teacher is a noun. This is a common noun, and Jim is a noun. But Jim is a proper noun. That's the name of a particular person, and teacher is a common noun, the name that all the members of a class of persons have in common. There are many teachers out there, but there is one particular person whose name is Jim, and is probably not a teacher. It could be a student, but his name is Jim. The teacher asked Jim to stand up. All right. Now, place. Nigeria is made up of 36 states and the FCT. Nigeria is the name of a country. Then we have states as a place in Nigeria, and FCT also as a place in Nigeria. And so Nigeria is a proper noun because it is the name of a particular country. There are many countries out there, but Nigeria is the name of a particular country. Then let's look at thing. The boy opened the box and stole the money. Box is a thing and money is a thing. Then let's look at idea. Education is the greatest legacy. Education is an idea. Legacy is also an idea. Alright? Now let's look at subclasses of nouns. We have already referred to proper noun, but let's look at it more closely. A proper noun is the name of a particular person, place, etc. Examples: John, National Theatre, Nigeria. You can mention other names of persons or names of countries or names of institutions These are all examples of proper nouns. Then we come to common noun. A common noun is the name of a particular type of person, place, thing, or idea. So a common noun is the name of a type. Alright? Examples: book, boy, city, girl, school, man, house, pot, and so on and so forth. Now, when you are talking of a book, you discover that is a type of educational material. Boy is a type of person. City is a type of place. Girl is a type of person. All right, a type of person, and all the persons that are of this type are known as girls, and that is a young female. A young female is called a girl, and then a particular girl could be Mary or Rose, but both Mary and Rose, including Jane and Debbie, are all girls. All right, so that is that is what we mean by common nouns. All the members in that type or group or class of things or persons have that name in common. If you have a class and you ask all the girls to stand up, then all the young female students will stand up. All right? But if you say Mary sit down, only Mary will sit down. So that's the difference between a common noun and a proper noun. A proper noun is the name of a particular person, but a common noun is the name of a particular type of person, place, thing, or idea. All right? So let's continue. Then we have abstract noun. That's the type of noun that refers to things you cannot see or touch. They are abstract. Things you cannot see, you cannot touch, you cannot taste, and so on and so forth. Examples are peace. You can't see peace, you can't touch peace. Health, joy, education, anger, wisdom, beauty, pride, courage. These are all ideas that you can't touch. They are intangible. You cannot touch them. They are all known as abstract nouns. Then the counterpart is the concrete noun, and this refers to things you can see and touch. Examples are table, box, man, book, chair, bed, bag, door, house, basket, mat, and so on and so forth. Now you can touch a table, you can see a table, you can touch a box, you can see a box. The same thing applies to man, book, chair, bed, bag, door, house, basket, mats. You can mention other concrete nouns, things that you can see and touch. They are all known as concrete nouns. Then we come to countable noun. A countable noun refers to things you can count, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now let's look at examples. You can talk of a plate or 2 plates or more. The same thing is applicable to pots, books, students, boxes, cups, buckets, tables, chairs. Things you can count one by one are all referred to as countable nouns. The opposite is uncountable noun. As the name implies, it refers to things you cannot count. Examples: water. You cannot count water. The same thing applies to advice, news, peace, glass, tea, etc. Now, when talking about uncountable nouns, you cannot pluralize a countable noun by adding s, as we did with countable nouns. When talking about table, we could say 1 table or 2 tables, but we cannot talk about 1 water and 2 waters. Although I will tell you the only type of water that we can pluralize. But water as material is uncountable and cannot be pluralized. The only way we can talk of the singular and plural forms of water is to use what is called partitives. We can talk of a cup of water or a gallon of water, all right, or a can of water. When we use partitives, we can pluralize the uncountable noun. In terms of advice, you can talk of pieces of advice. When you talk of news, you can talk of items of news, and so on and so forth. Now, when we pluralize an uncountable noun such as water, some of them, not all, when we pluralize it by adding s, we give it a special meaning. With that, we can talk of some, some, let's say, some vessels, that can be found on Nigerian waters. When we pluralize water as waters, we are talking of different types, sources of water, like rivers, seas, and oceans or lakes. When we are looking at different sources of water, we can then talk of waters. But when we are talking of the water you can drink, of course we can't talk about water in that way because it is uncountable. All right. Now, singular noun. That's another type of noun. We talk of singular and plural. Now, a singular noun refers to one. All right. Examples: a boy, a book, an elephant, a table, a man, a woman, an orange. All these are singular nouns. When we are referring to one thing, as a single unit, then we are talking of a singular noun. Then the plural form is when we are talking about two or more of a particular thing or person. For example, boys. Boys refer to two or more young male human beings. We can talk of many boys, right? 2 books, 3 books, 2 elephants, 3 elephants, tables, men, women, oranges, books, houses. Of course, in a separate video, we shall be looking at the rules for pluralizing nouns. There are rules that govern the pluralization of nouns, and we shall look at that in subsequent videos. Then we look at collective noun. A collective noun is the name of a group of persons or things. When we look at a group of persons, then we give that group of persons a name, that is a collective noun. For example, when we talk of a crowd, we talk of a group of people, and that are not organized in a particular manner. Then when we talk of a club, it's a group of persons too. Class is a group. Family is a group of people that are related either biologically or socially, particularly biologically. Then when we look at a flock, herd, committee, band, school, choir, different, collective noun. But a collective noun is the name of a group of persons or things. All right. When you talk of a band, you can talk of a band of musicians, a school of students, or a class of students, right? A herd of cattle, a committee of persons, a panel of judges, a choir of singers, right? So a group is what collective noun refers to. Then let's look at compound noun. It consists of two or more words, such as blackboard, mother-in-law, passers-by, bookshop, woman lawyer, cupboard, desktop, laptop, housewife. These are compound nouns, because we are talking of two words that are combined, and we are referring to a noun, but is compound noun. We also have rules that govern the pluralization of compound nouns, and when we are going to look at rules of pluralization, we shall also be looking at the rules that govern the pluralization of nouns. For example, a passerby is one person, but here when we say passers-by, we have already pluralized passerby by adding s to the key word. Alright? So then when we have bookshop, because the key word is shop, we pluralize the key word in a compound noun. So we cannot talk of bookshop, we can talk of bookshops. Alright? Then there are some types like woman lawyer. Of course, we pluralize both. We pluralize both. Woman becomes women and lawyer becomes lawyer. So we talk of women lawyers. Alright? Women lawyers. So there are definite rules that govern the pluralization of various compound nouns. Then the rule that governs the pluralization of mother-in-law is the pluralization of the key word. The key word here is mother. So what we do is to add s to mother, and we have mothers-in-law, not mother-in-laws. Alright? Okay, so that's how it has been in today's video. Coming next will be rules for pluralizing singular nouns. As I earlier hinted, we shall be looking at this topic in our next video. I also implore you at this time to leave your comments in the description section. If you have any topic in mind that you would like us to discuss, don't hesitate to make that suggestion alongside your comments in the description section. If you have any suggestions as to how I can improve the quality of my lectures, I welcome such suggestions as well. If you have any comments of commendations that will motivate and encourage us, that will also go a long way to boosting our morale and helping us to upload more videos for the benefit of a lot of people out there. Now, don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. On this channel, we discuss various topics of English learning, and we also discuss content writing, content creation, digital marketing. We discuss video video lesson creation and all that. There's also room for mentorship, and if you would like to be mentored or coached on how you can do what we are doing and earn income for yourself, you can also use the email address I have left on this channel and get in touch with me. I want to thank you for being part of today's episode. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that whenever new videos are uploaded on this channel, you will be notified instantly. I would be glad to see you always being part of all the videos we upload here, and you will have free access to all the videos we upload on this channel. See you in the next class, and remain blessed.